Namaste and welcome. My name is Todd Norian and I'm the founder of Ajustment Yoga. Welcome to class today. This is Pillars for Inner Peace, and it's practices for inner peace and ways to really help us deal more effectively with shifting out of this survival mode, being so stressed out from all the uncertainty, to really taking back the control of our lives, to really come back to a place in our heart where we're able to actually let go and remember that we're connected to a bigger energy. I had some different thoughts today, just how, the universal energy is bigger than this. And there's an energy in life that is bigger than what's happening right now. There always is. But because of the challenges, it's very easy to fall into insecurity and to fall into the uncertainty and all the anxiety that produces. So I understand. And have you noticed maybe you've been a little bit on edge lately? Outbursts of anger or sadness or just frustration. And those are all sort of normal responses to dealing with this day-to-day uncertainty, disruption to our lives, and let alone the loss, the incredible loss that's happening to many, many people, really to all of us. So I just thought today, hey, I need an attitude adjustment. I need some yoga. And the attitude adjustment I want to talk about is actually serious. It's how to shift from victim consciousness, where we have no power at all. Victim consciousness means we have fallen into the insecurity. We have become prey to stress and high levels of anxiety. And it's not that that's a bad thing or that we did something wrong. It's just very easy to put on the victim hat. And when we say victim, I'm saying we start feeling like life is happening to us. So if you shift the word to 4, to get to life is happening for you, it's a shift from victim consciousness to victory consciousness. And this is the opportunity we have to shift, to remember that life is happening for you, that everything in life is for your awakening. How could it not be? If we didn't believe that, then some things are for your awakening and some things aren't. And those things that aren't for your awakening should never have happened. And they're happening because there's some mistake. Yeah, the universe makes mistakes. Let's get a little more arrogant, shall we? So the attitude that everything in life is for our awakening helps us shift from victim consciousness, where we have no power, to victory consciousness, where we use whatever is happening in life, whatever challenge is happening. And I know this is a great challenge, and it seems to not be ending, but we use whatever it is that's presenting itself to us in life as a way to rise up. We need to upright ourselves and to really align with the bigger energy, and then to remember that, wait a minute, life does have my back, but how? And that is the meaning that we assign to the experience that's happening is within our control. And it's making that little shift from life is happening to me, oh, it keeps happening to me all the time, oh, poor me, to life is happening for me. Now, you get to rise up. You get to decide how it's happening for you. And in being just in that energy, it's a whole new paradigm. It opens the doorways such that things that we couldn't see before, we can now see. Insight starts to emerge. Our intuition opens. And that's the experience of living from the heart. So I want to invite you to focus on that as we practice today. So come into a seated position. Turn your thigh bones in. Draw down through your tailbone. Join your index fingers and thumbs as the reminder that life has your back. We want to connect to a bigger energy, an energy of grace, an energy that has your best interests at heart always. We touch, palms down. Close your eyes. elongate your spine and begin to draw in. Move your awareness on your breath and let the breath be the bridge from outside to inside. Let the breath be the bridge to carry you from victim consciousness, where we're so down on ourselves, we're down on life. Sometimes we feel like we just can't move. It's so intense. To a place of victory consciousness where the light starts to come back. Each exhalation, soften your skin. Invite the light of the universe to fill you. You have a destiny greater than what's happening now. A destiny that has its seeds in the future. A destiny that is fueled by what you most deeply desire inside your heart. When you exhale, release any stress, let your hips get heavy. When you inhale, lift your heart. Take your shoulders back, upright yourself. Take your palate back so that your head is aligned over your hips. And become quiet inside as you tune into your heart and listen. Take a break from all the noise on the outside and listen to the silence on the inside. Listen for what your heart most deeply desires right now. And let that be your intention for the next hour of practice. Attitude is power. Attitude is a practice. And most of the time, unconsciously, we're practicing victim consciousness. We don't like that. We're complaining about this. We're blaming everything and everyone outside of ourselves for our own misery. You're better than that. Open to the light of the universe and take a step towards your own heart. Set an intention that honors the greatness of your being. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. And let's share a sacred act together. And that is the chanting of the sound of Om. Take a breath in. Om. Namaste. So as I was taking my bike ride today, I was a little tired on my bike, I have to admit. The mantra came to me. It was nice and easy. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Come on up to standing. Now, nice and easy doesn't mean we're not going to challenge ourselves a little. But I want to invite you to take it real slow. Stand with your feet parallel, hip distance apart, palms in front. Open to the bigger energy and remember that life has your back. Hug your muscles to the bones. Lift your toes. Take your thigh bones back as you move in toward the back body. Draw your tailbone down. Lift your side ribs. Take the head of your arm bones toward the back body. There's a whole party in the back. That's where the universal hangs out. Our front body, that's our individual nature. And it's great. Like, we have this unique expression of the universal. But there's also a lot of personal stress and trying and achieving and need to accomplish everything. So the ego's in the front, so we want to soften that a bit. Take your palate back, arm bones back, thigh bones back, tailbone down, shoulder blades in, occiput up. And then inhale, sweep your arms out to the side, reach up. Nice and easy, look up. And then as you exhale, sweep your arms down by your sides. And bring your palms together in front of your heart and keep the flow of your breath and movement. Exhale, feel your breath. Inhale, expand through your ribs laterally, especially when your arms are out to the side. Imagine that you can expand through your ribs. 2 more. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees slightly. Lift your toes, engage your leg muscles. Slide your heels as though you could move them backwards. And you pull back with your feet. Inhale, heart forward. Life has your back. Exhale, bow. Let go of the stress. Inhale, light. Extend, open yourself. Exhale, bow. Let go of whatever blocks your light. Inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, take your right foot back into a lunge. To make it easier for you, you get 2 blocks, and you can just place them right under your hands. Okay? This is really good. Gives you a little bit more mobility. Bend your front knee more. And then lift your right thigh up toward the sky more. Pull your tail in. And take the outer left hip crease back and down. So it's going that direction. Lengthen your side ribs. Pull your ribs back a little bit. And then from your pelvis, push back through your feet. And from your pelvis, lengthen through your spine. Breathe in. Remember, life is happening for you, never to you. Melt the upper back. And then exhale, step forward, back foot. Heart forward, exhale, bow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, left foot back, lunge. And breathe, feel the stretch. Nice and easy here. No need to push. I'd like you to work a little bit, but keep it easy. Hug to the midline. Lift your left thigh higher, right hip sinks toward the floor. Tail in, ribs back. Lengthen your side ribs. And then from your pelvis, push back through your left heel and forward through your right shin. Take a deep breath in, exhale with a sigh. Heart softens. Exhale, step forward. Root down through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and come up. Exhale, release. Arms down to your sides. Take a block, place it between your upper and inner thighs and squeeze it. Hands to your hips. Now move your thigh bones back. And what this is doing is it's creating a curve in your low back. Your discs, that's the spongy little donut-shaped connective tissue between your vertebrae, will be able to breathe a little bit more. It takes pressure off the discs. Then draw your tailbone down, and it creates more length in the curve. Inhale, right arm up, pull your armpit back, and then exhale, anchor your right foot as you crescent arc over to the left. Keep your hips and your shoulders and your torso all parallel. And enjoy the stretch. Squeeze the block. Move your thighs back. Take your tailbone in. Push your right foot down a little more, and can you go a little bit more? And then inhale, root your right foot down, come up. Right arm down into your hip. Inhale, left arm up. Nice and easy. Pull your left armpit back, root your left foot down, and crescent right. Breathe. When you exhale, soften your jaw. There's no need to be biting down on anything. When we get so habituated, and the jaw is the strongest joint in the body, and it stores the most amount of tension. So just loosen up your lower jaw. Allow your breath to flow, and then anchor your left foot down more. Extend through your right arm, right fingers. Left arm, left fingers. Root your left foot, but lengthen your left fingers. Stretch a little bit more. Breathe into the stretch. And then root your left foot down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Ah, that's better. Remove your block. Come to the front of your mat, hands on your hips, and then exhale, left foot back. Just step back. Get you in a little warrior lunge position. Hug your legs toward the midline. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your side ribs and straighten your elbows back, but try to draw the head of your arm bones into the back body. Remember, this back body is where universal lives. It's interesting because we can't see our back. It's mysterious in a way. But it's also the place where we integrate, where we can reflect, where we can kind of step back into the witness, where we can remember that there is a bigger energy than just what's happening here. And then lift your heart, arch back a little bit more, shoulders back. And then inhale, stretch your arms up. Scissor your legs even more. Take your left hand to your left thigh, push your left leg into your hand, but descend your right thigh more. And arch up and back. Nice deep breaths. So you're working hard here, but it's more like you're just working consistently. Keep your face relaxed, keep your breath flowing. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, lean forward, sweep your arms out to the side, and put pressure in the right foot, step your left foot forward. So it's very easy when you weight your right foot, the front foot and the back leg can come forward. Exhale, right foot back. Just a nice easy step back. You place the right foot. Remember the bigger energy. Remember your heart's desire. And then hug your legs toward the middle. Bend your right knee so the knee's over the ankle. And if you want to go a little further in the pose on this side, just step back another inch. Squeeze, hug to the midline. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Lift your right thigh a little higher, left hip descends toward the earth. Side ribs long, tailbone down, begin to arch back. Sweep your arms slowly out to the side and back. Interlace in the non-habitual way, shoulders back, squeeze back, arch back. And breathe. Well done. Inhale, stretch up. And then exhale, fold forward, sweep your arms halfway down, lean into your left foot, and then come forward by putting pressure on the left foot. Okay? Take a wide stance. Parallel your feet. Keep your left foot square to the back edge. Turn your right foot all the way open. Right heel bisecting straight through the center of the left foot. Hug your legs to the middle. And then exhale, bend your right knee, right forearm on your thigh, Parsvakonasana. Left hand to your hip. Pause. Nice and easy. Take a deep breath. Bend your front knee a little bit more to increase the power. And then squeeze your legs in toward the midline. Lean your torso slightly left. Stick your butt back behind you. Then draw your tail in and bring your torso in line with the right leg. Belly is in. Work your back leg. So from the inner edge of your left sitting bone, stretch the outer left heel onto the floor. Inner sitting bone, outer heel, left. Inner sitting bone, outer heel. When you find that energy channel, it feels fantastic. Keep that going. And then right outer sitting bone to right inner heel. Right outer sitting bone to right inner heel. Emphasize that more. Awesome. Take your left arm straight out to the side, armpit back, and then stretch your left arm overhead, thumb up if you can. From your pelvis, root through your feet, and from your pelvis, grow your torso long. Reach. Life has your back. Life keeps happening for you. Reach with that in mind, and you'll have an attitude adjustment. Nice deep breaths. The other way I help people with attitudes, just I'll keep you in the pose for a while. There's nothing else you'll be thinking about except just surviving the pose. Okay, root down through your feet and inhale, come up. Hands to hips, nice and easy. Turn your right foot so it's square to the back edge. Turn your left foot all the way open, heel to center, arch of the back foot. Hug. And then bend your left knee, left forearm on your thigh. Pause and breathe. Soften your skin. Remember what it's all about. Hug your legs to the middle. Move your thighs back. Lean your torso to the inside of the left leg. Keeping your right thigh back, draw your tailbone in, belly in. And let's work the lines of the leg. So right inner sitting bone to right outer heel. Right inner sitting bone to right outer heel. Left outer sitting bone to left inner heel. I visualize just like two energy cords going these places. Left outer sitting bone to left inner heel. And work that one a little more. Then from your pelvis, push your down through your feet. Take your right arm out to the side. Pull the head of the arm bone into the back body. And then stretch. Back body is really the optimal place for the bones and the joints. And it also helps to facilitate healing. Root from your pelvis into the earth and stretch a little bit more through your spine. From your pelvis all the way up through your right fingers. And enjoy the stretch. Yeah. Permission to enjoy. Keep your breath flowing. Now from your pelvis, root down into your feet. And inhale, come up. Hands to hips, turn your feet parallel. Keep them wide. And exhale, fold halfway. Prasarita, Padottanasana. Hold. Now instead of jamming your knees back, bend your knees a little bit, lift your little toes. With the little toes up, pull your feet toward each other. Keep your legs engaged strongly. We want the legs straight, but not locked. Inner rotate your thighs, stick your butt way back. And then reach your hands down, ego talons on the floor. A few inches out in front of your feet is fine. Now, melt the upper back. The head of your arm bones will naturally go into the back plane of your body. Pull your ribs in, draw your tailbone in, fold more. For those that want to go deeper, reach your hands over to the little toe, edges of your feet, and pull. Continue to hug your legs toward the middle. Hug as though life is happening for you. Hug into that. Head of the arm bones back, heart melts. Breathe. Inhale, come up just part way, walk your hands over to the right, hold the right ankle, and bow. Forehead to knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go to the left. Hold the left ankle with your hands and bow forehead toward the knee. Stretch. As you bow toward the left, inner rotate your right thigh and hip a little more. So your right thigh widens. And breathe, hold, nice and easy. Inhale back to center and see how much further you are toward the floor. Good, hands to the hips, shoulders back, root down through your feet, push your feet, and come up. Push your feet to come up. Good. Step your feet back to center. Come onto all fours. And glide your right knee forward, pigeon, left knee back. Press your right little toe toward the floor, heel is up. So that's going to engage your shin. It'll support your knee. Curl your back toes under, keep your heel perpendicular, and then push through the left big toe ball now. Hug your legs toward each other. Scissor the legs. Exhale, fold forward, pull your belly in. Keep the back of your sacrum parallel to the floor, but I want you to lower your hips all the way to the floor. Just really root the pelvis down. It's good. We're going to do a little twist. Come up, walk your hands over to the right, and while you're over to the right, fold. And if you can get your left elbow across the right thigh, attempt that. And if that's too much, skip it. And breathe. Keep your left heel perpendicular. That doesn't need to change. But it's a very intense right hip stretch and a twist. Inhale, release. Walk your hands a little to the left, bend your left knee, and quad stretch. Hold your left foot with your left hand, and then you move your heel towards your hip. And try to keep your face relaxed. Usually what happens when the heel comes really close to the hip, the jaw just spontaneously does this. Nice and easy. Root the base of your left knee, drag isometrically forward, spread your toes, and see if you can get your heel even closer. But it should feel good. Root the base of your thigh, tailbone in. Now, once you've got that going, if you can do more, walk your right hand over to the right, square your shoulders in front of you. So you got to turn your torso toward the right. Take the left shoulder back, left shoulder blade firm into the back ribs. So this is quite a deep stretch, but take it nice and easy. Nice and easy. Exhale, release. Our first downward dog pose. Go into downward dog and just visit downward dog for a moment. And then exhale, glide your left knee toward the left hand. Curl your right toes under. Breathe. Remember, life is happening for you. This pose is happening for you, not to you. Otherwise, you'll blame the pose. Then you'll blame me. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just doing yoga in my living room. What are you doing? Okay, hug your legs toward the midline. tailbone in. Work your left little toe, so you press the little toe edge of your left foot down. That'll help your knee. And then fold forward and push pelvis toward the floor, but keep your sacrum parallel. And breathe. Deep stretch in the left hip. Now, inhale, come up. Do a little twist to your left. Fold again. For those that can go more, bring your right elbow across the left knee. And if that's too far, then you get off the bus. Bus stop yoga. You just get off when you need to. But if you can go this far, then work your elbow against the thigh. It's an incredible stretch for the left hip. Then your outer left hip crease goes back, but I want you to lift the left side of your belly up toward the sky. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, release. Walk a little bit over to the right. Bend your right knee. Grab your foot, bring your heel toward the hip. Relax your jaw. Okay, don't do that jaw thing. Work your toes. If you can hold the top of your foot, do that. Otherwise, just any way you can get your foot. Heel toward the hip. Root the base of your right thigh. That's just above your kneecap. Root that down, tailbone in, ribs left. Ribs left. And just doing ribs left is going to increase the stretch to the back thigh. So you could try that. Ribs towards your left. Lengthen your sides, right shoulder back. Hug your right shoulder blade into the back ribs. Breathe. Exhale, release, line your belly. Place your hands under your shoulders, toes straight back. Hug shins toward the middle. Tailbone in, claw your hands, and come up. And isometrically pull the earth backwards with your hands. Lift your side ribs. So try to coordinate. When your hands pull back, your side ribs grow. Hands back, side ribs up, head of the arm bones back. Now curl your shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Lengthen your neck, head back a little bit. And from your pelvis, root your feet, and from your pelvis, lengthen even more. Good. Exhale down. Okay. Take a blanket or a small bolster. You could try it with a large bolster, but I think it's going to be too big. And you roll a tight roll of about 4 to 6 inches. Put it across the short end of your mat and lie on your back. And bring the roll underneath your shoulder blades and right under the base of the shoulder blade. Arms out to the side above the blanket. And then carefully bring your head back to the floor. If you can't reach the floor with your head, get a second blanket under your head. Otherwise, you let it go. There's a huge, big stretch right at the base of the heart. Palms up. And breathe. You can even stretch your legs straight out. Now, as you exhale, draw your tail in slightly and pull your ribs down. See if you can release the head of your arm bones toward the floor and let your heart melt into the blanket. Nice and easy. We'll hold for about 1.5 minutes and just every exhalation, see how much more you can let go into it. Continue to release your shoulders and your arms. And let your heart melt. Relax your belly, your hips, your low back. Legs are heavy. Okay, now slowly come out, bend your knees. Bring your right hand behind your head. We're going to roll to the right. And your elbow will catch your head like a little pillow. And then you can just roll up. Okay, come sit. Stretch your right leg out, bend your left knee back. Manually turn your thigh bones in. Hug your legs to the middle. So it's kind of a scissor, but your left knee is bent. So you can scissor your knee towards your right foot, like this action. And what happens is you'll see your kneecaps lift, the right kneecap. Root your heel down, which will prevent hyperextension of the knee. Then inhale, root your pelvis, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, turn your ribs toward the right and fold. Hold your right shin with your left hand, and your right hand comes up about parallel with your knee or your shin. Lift your heart towards your foot. As your heart goes forward, hollow your groins back. That means just inner rotate your thighs, stick your butt way back behind. Inhale, come up halfway, and if you can, cross your left elbow just above your knee. So it's a little bit of a rotation in the twist. As your elbow goes to your knee, push your knee back into your elbow and then broaden the kidney area of your back. So the back side of your waistline widens as you do this. Inhale, come up, switch your legs. Manually turn your thighs in. Lengthen up. Exhale, twist a little bit to your left, and then fold. Root your left heel. Hold your outer left shin, and turn and twist from right to left. Right side of the belly turns toward the left. Outer left hip crease goes back and down. Breathe, heart towards your foot. Walk your left hand forward a little bit. Come on to eagle talons on left hand. And lift your elbow, lift the head of the arm bone on the left side back. And breathe. Waistlines lift towards the back body. Armpits lift towards the back body. Sides of the throat lift towards the back body. The central line moves towards the earth. The heart melts forward. And then we'll try this little twist. Right elbow across the left knee. It's a little bit intense. Now as you twist, widen your right kidney. Actually, the whole low back side of your body has to widen. Nice and easy. Okay, inhale, come up. Sit with your legs wide apart in a 90-degree angle or a little wider. Manually turn your thighs in, Upavista Konasana. Place your hands behind you to give yourself a little lift. Eagle talons. Lift your sides, head of the arm bones back, but descend your thighs. So imagine you had two big sandbags on your thighs. They're going down. You lift up. Flex your feet a bit. Point the toes so it's like a flointed foot. Halfway flex, halfway point. And then pull your ankles toward each other. Ankles. Very good. Keep the legs engaged. Exhale, fold forward. Try to do a back bend first. So back bend in your forward bend. And fold. And that just helps to keep your spine elongated and lengthened. So a lengthened spine is a healthy spine. Very good. All right, so you can keep going this way, or if you have a bolster, you can put a bolster right in front. Go down on that. Not sure these blocks will work. Yeah, I guess you could try a couple of blocks here. Continue to engage. Ankles have to pull toward each other. Then hollow the inner thighs back, and breathe. And release. Inhale, come up. Soles of the feet together, bound angle. Four corners touch, but the toes curl back, heels up. Place eagle talons behind, lengthen your spine, and then just push. Pull your feet apart if you can. Isometrically pull apart. And that action going this way is so good. Opens up the pelvic floor. And then as you pull from feet, pull up into the pelvis. That engages you. And then from the pelvis, push out the knees. That expands you. Oh, such a good stretch. Breathe. Good. Hold under the knees. Bring your knees up. Sukhasana. Nice and easy pose. Okay, turn your thigh bones in. And either shin forward is fine. Flex your feet. Create a low back curve. So turn your thighs in. Then draw your tailbone down. Right hand behind. Left hand to the right knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Inhale, rise up again. Shoulders back. And then exhale, twist. And you can take your chest toward the right. Turn your head toward the right. Look over your right shoulder. Now, as you twist around to the right, take your low belly around to the left. Inner rotate your left thigh. Take your belly toward the left inner groin. This action. But the heart, the upper torso, is in fact twisting right. Inhale, return. And just switch your legs. Inhale, rise up, left hand behind. And exhale, twist. Hold your left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Head of the arm bones back. Slide your palate back. And then as your heart's going toward the left, turn your low belly toward the right inner thigh. It's a very subtle counteraction. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Inner rotate your right thigh, widen the right hip. Outer left hip crease goes back and down. And then inhale back to center, nice and easy. Now, you should be feeling nice and easy. That's really such a great stretch. Okay, let's end with a restorative pose. And how we're going to do this, it's called Supta Bound Sukhasana over an accordion roll. Almost sounds like you could eat that. It's like some specialty French dish or something. Oh, over an accordion roll. Okay, so unfold your blanket and take the long end, folded long end, and you make about a 4 or 5 inch fold, and then fold it under to make a pleat, and then at least do one more. Okay. All right, so you take the folded end and place the roll middle of your mat, and your back is going to go against the folded end. You will need a belt. You make a pretty big loop with the belt, and watch, it just goes over the knees. Super easy. Here to here. And we want the belt just medium, tight, not too tight. So you can adjust it, put the belt buckle in the middle so you can adjust that. So you guys see, I'm just sitting in Sukhasana, but I have the belt around my knees. Okay, don't tie yourself up or interweave it somehow. Okay, so now you want to go back onto the roll, and the center of your spine will be uplifted and supported. See, you go back. Very good. Your belt should be just medium firm, not too tight. And then you take this leftover little rooster tail and you're going to fold it under your neck. And that's going to elevate your head. It's just right. Just the perfect. Okay. And then palms up by your sides. What's good about this is every exhalation, release the peripheral sides of your body. The head of the arm bones move into the back plane of the body. The side ribs move, waistlines descend. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths. Relax into all the supports. And with each exhaling breath, let go a little more. Let the belt completely hold your knees and your legs. And allow the roll to uplift your spine. Your entire nervous system becomes calm but energized. Release the head of your arm bones toward the floor. So the shoulders carry burdens, responsibility, decisions. I'm going to ask you to not make any decisions right now and refrain from figuring anything out. And just release the head of your arm bones toward the earth, and let all the burdens go with them. Begin to release your jaw. Soften the root of your tongue. Relax the roof of your mouth, the bottom of your mouth, the right side of the mouth and the fleshy skin, and the left side of the fleshy skin. Relax your tongue and release the hollow in the center of your tongue. Allow your tongue and inside of your mouth to become alive with sensation, to become radiant and full of light. And now begin to relax your nose, sinuses. Relax your eyes and allow your eyes to descend. Relax the orbits around your eyes. Your eyes become very heavy. Relax the orbits. Relax your eyebrows. And then relax your third eye. The space between the eyebrows, center of the skull. Then relax your inner ears and follow the inner ear to the outer ear. Relax your forehead. Relax your right temple, left temple, right side of the head, left side of the head, back of the head, crown of the head. And then become completely relaxed. Relax your entire body and simply bathe in the light of peace. very slowly begin to return. Receive the benefits of your practice in the form of your breath. And reflect on how life has your back. And that everything in life is for your awakening. Life happens for you. And then very slowly begin to move your fingers and your toes. Gently stretch. And then you can slowly remove the belt from your legs. Perhaps stretch your legs out. And then, in your own time, bend your knees, come roll off the roll to your right. And gradually find your way back up to a seated position. Join your index fingers and thumbs, palms down. And we end where we started from. Close your eyes, lengthen your side ribs, and take the head of your arm bones back. Try to feel and sense the back body. Take your palate back, head back. Even your waistlines go back. And feel your center of gravity right in the center of the sitting bones, rather than too far forward. Let yourself settle back a little bit. Be in the present moment, open, receptive, calm. Anchor yourself here in this space. Draw into your heart and sense your awareness of your heart, the awareness of the back body. Let your consciousness move to the threshold between front body and back body. Energetically, that space just in front of the spine is the place where universal touches individual. Being very deep inside now, removed somewhat from the external senses, but deeply alert, deeply aware on the inside. Then listen for what your heart most deeply desires. And let yourself simply bathe in the quality of your heart's desire. And give thanks as though it already has come true. It already is. And your desire could be something like, I am at peace within myself. Whatever it is, let yourself be present and give thanks as though it has already come to pass. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Draw in that deep inner peace. Let the inner peace start to glow inside of you. Let it become so bright that it starts to glow all around you. And imagine this inner peace was infinite and endless. And extend that inner peace out all around you to fill the space you're in. And then send it out to all of your loved ones, friends, community, people in need. Let's connect our hearts with all those practicing today and all those who will practice in the future. May we make a positive shift from victim consciousness of disempowerment to victory consciousness, to be the fully empowered beings that the universe has intended us to be. To stay open, to stay curious, and to remember life has your back. Let's take a deep breath and share in the sound of Om. Namaste. Thank you so much. What a great practice. Nice and easy. See, I told you. But you did have to work a little bit. It's all good. So thank you so much for joining me. And I want to invite you to join the Ashaya community. Go to ashayayoga.com and you'll be given emails so that you can be updated with all the offerings that I'll be giving. And also please share this experience. It's free. You can just send it to your friends, give them a gift of inner peace. That would be so appreciated. And if you wish to contribute, go to ashayayoga.com, and on the Practice Online page, there's a button there for donate. Your support is always appreciated. And I hope to see you soon in one of my 30-day challenges. The next one's coming up on June 1st. And Blankets of Grace is going strong. We have 2 sessions left. If you're interested, you can still register and you can get all the recordings. So have a beautiful day, beautiful rest of your evening, and thanks for practicing with me today. Blessings.